joining me this evening. To be honest, tonight I don't have a hot topic. It's not a hot topic. It is a topic that is very familiar to most of us, unless you have buried your head in sand, that you are not seeing what is currently going on in Zambia. At the moment, we don't have um, a viable opposition that can challenge President Hakainde Hichilema, seriously. Of course, there will be a challenge at the, in other positions, such as members of parliament, mayors and councillors. There will be a challenge. I don't see UPND, a number of UPND candidates, other than President Hakainde Hichilema, would have to work very hard. I must say this. A number of MPs, council chairperson, mayors, as well as councillors, they would have to do a little bit more, and the UPND would have to be very careful in the selection of candidates. This is very, very important by UPND. It's very, very important. The way you are going to select candidates this time around, don't select candidates who will come at the last minute and just showing money or buying off some party officials. Please desist from that. PF made that mistake. Where they shrouded the nomination with corruption. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Mulishani mkwai, nevo nakabwe na chilombe nakabwe.
Mkwai.
Sisi wekachewa kwena na mpaka le?
Mkwai ni mpaka le. Ayero na tampa fe mkwai.
Okay. Ano basi nakula mpaka fili kubitu wa off topic. Sisi we topic efo ililelo.
Finish much for kulanda po man.
Yeah, ine for kulanda kusipama MPs vesu mwe. Ukutila chini. Icho na manapo nena ikala kuno kuchalo chastene kuno kulibana rene. Na itale miaka 26 ndefano kuwela no ba. Vaya mpive wakufumase kukale. I think abe na mtabaishiwe kutobasalila. Ukutaka umbea, the only MP on Ingala kweno you has surpassed them all. Niba Sande Chanda. Mzambia natoleka niba MP akapasa Chanda na mpeteni na mpetweni. Alakuti ifintu vya chinja. Kailinga tuwachita jiveku kate. Abengi babala kwa chinga babala vwe MP. Baba big-headed, baba basadile. Ero na mfenero na lekuna. Wale evo kutashaba. Evo kumane na bomba. Ala bomba sana. Not knowing a chilenti ya ninja shabo. Mama. Ero ungakukonka ba eche barengere abantu rombo kuiruka wakala tibeshi yacho. Kanshi CDF ninja shesu. Ero itwasala. Ero aleto bombe life. Mama. If we can have 10, 20 MPs like Sunday Chanda, Zambia will be at another level. Mama, look at what he has done in 4 years. Kukanchibia nsha yako but I've been following and I've heard from people about Makokuria. You can see, this is what an MP is meant to do in their constituency. Not if you're going to Kaleo to have more in 1.6 value appear. Yeah, they are going ishingi shale mwitumba ishinyo lucho babo mchali ma potholes bawana abantu batemwa tina babomba bayemtima mona not knowing that Silesia was meant to improve the well-being of the people in the area.
No, thank you. Natotela Maya, natotela.
Employee.
Yeah. So, and this is exactly what I was talking about. That no, mwala umfanomba, thank you, natotela.
Okay.
So this is exactly what I was talking about. That there will be serious contestation among these other candidates, members of parliament, council chairpersons, mayors, councillors. There will be serious contest because much as there is no a political party that has shown strength to challenge President Hakainde Hichilema at that level, because especially in the general elections, it depends mostly on the popularity of the candidate and the resources that a person has. So, and the Abantu now they look like she was just saying, people now are not just going to go for a party. People, especially in this election, people will not just go, no, it's UPND, no, it's there is no that party fever. There is no party fever. Umuntu fie ushukile, it's Hakainde Hichilema. Because Hakainde Hichilema has sold himself. But members of parliament, they are going to have serious challenges. They are going to have serious challenges, especially along the rail, where people are aware of issues, where people can able to audit their members of parliament to say this is what he has done. Most of the times, yes, there is this confusion in our country whereby most of the times there is this challenge in the opposition where people think that, in Zambia, where people think that the member of parliament develops a constituency using his money. Now, with the coming of CDF, where people now have known about CDF, people know that the government is releasing money to the constituencies so that they can develop. That perception is going away. That perception is going away. Now it is about who has got ideas on how people can develop their constituencies, how you can mobilize people, how you can coordinate people so that people can be able to use the CDF. So it is not about somebody going there to say, no, I'll do this with my money. No, people now know to say, what we want is an administrator that will be able to help us, develop our constituency and represent us, respect us. This time around, I can assure you, people will demand respect from the members of parliament. They will demand respect in the sense that they would want people that will go to them, people that will represent them, and not people that will just be voted in and they go away from the constituency without getting back to the people. We have a problem. The biggest problem that we have, especially with our members of parliament, is that they think that when they are elected as representatives, they are on their own and they must do as they please. This is a big problem. I am very sure along the rail, people will be looking for that member of parliament that will be able to represent them. A member of parliament that will be able to marshal, collective engagement so that people can use the CDF effectively. ikashupa kuli member of parliament. Member of parliament, this time it's not just about no, I'm UPND. No, people will be scrutinizing the opposition. Kuli abambi presidential, there is no opposition, but coming down there is opposition, and the opposition are basically the people. How are you going to convince people? And my call to the UPND would be that let them be very careful in their selection of members of parliament. This lady speaks about of Sunday Chanda. She says she doesn't stay in Zambia. She has been out of Zambia for so long, and yet she feels that Sunday Chanda is doing well. One of the things that Sunday Chanda has done is to utilize the current technology of social media. I mean, it shocks me that you have these members of parliament. This time there is social media, and he's not even on social media. He doesn't update. I don't understand how some people this time around, in this age of social media, that you are a politician, you are a public servant, and you are not on social media. I just don't understand. I don't understand, because really, that is one way of reaching out to people. A serious member of parliament would actually encourage people in his constituency or her constituency, regardless of where they are. Nanguni you would encourage them, because even on this program you hear people calling from deep rural areas. Now social media has reached in the rural areas, because we have these satellite towers which are covering the whole areas. This is the challenge that we have. Social media is everywhere because we have the satellite towers covering most parts of Zambia. And so if you are a member of parliament, you are aspiring to be a member of parliament, and you are not on social media, that really brings some serious questions. So we have an issue. With members of parliament. And I would encourage you. I will encourage people that yes, we are going to vote for Hakainde Hichilema. But in as far as members of parliament and whatever, let us make sure that we elect people that will respect the people. We elect people that will be able to be leaders, to mobilize people. So that, because CDF is all about mobilizing people. There is CDF, but some people here will call you and say, no, we don't know about CDF. CDF is not working. Why? Because the members of parliament and other leaders have not been able to sell to the general public that, look, we have a responsibility to come together. We have a responsibility to come together, have meetings, and decide on what we need. A lot of people don't know about this. But a good MP should be able to reach out to people and let people know how they can access CDF, how they can use CDF. So that is the challenge that is there. Now, knowing that there is no opposition in Zambia, the opposition that is there is, like I said yesterday, falsehood. There is so much propaganda against President Hakainde Hichilema. We must be wary of the propaganda that is going to run, especially in this year's election. The propaganda that Hakainde Hichilema has killed the opposition. By UPND and all those who are supporting President Hakainde Hichilema, I am imploring you that we get on the bandwagon, we get ready, we put up an armor to defend President Hakainde Hichilema, against this narrative that we will run between now, during the elections and after the elections. Propaganda is very important. Propaganda is very important in politics, because politics is all about propaganda. It's all about propaganda. That is just the truth. Politics is about propaganda. It's about talking, selling ideas, promoting your ideals, and of course criticizing others, putting down others. That is what politics is all about. Politics is about, promoting yourself and putting down others. If we are politics. And so at the moment, we don't have that opposition. And since we don't have the opposition, that can substantively challenge President Hakainde Hichilema, this very opposition is turning around and now running negative narrative against Hakainde Hichilema. Our job, my brothers and sisters, all those of you who are supporting President Hakainde Hichilema, and all those of you who love our country, we should defend President Hakainde Hichilema. We should defend, in other ways, the truth. Because it's not so much about Hakainde Hichilema. It is about the truth. It's about the truth. Like now, people are writing all sorts of things. Hey, Tayali, you said this. Hey, Tayali, you said this. Hey, Tayali, you said this. You said this. I'm not ashamed of what I said. Because in politics, that's what it is. In politics, that's what it is. You promote the one that you are supporting, and you put down those that you are against. If we are in politics, so the only thing that you can do is to fight to make sure that you promote your own. You promote your own. Now, there is serious attack on me. If you have seen on social media, the opposition propaganda is targeting me. They are doing so. There are so many videos that they are pulling up, from whatever I said in the past, and they are bringing it up. That is part of politics. That is part of politics. It is a strategy to weaken me. It is a strategy to weaken me, because they have seen that I am putting them under pressure. I'm putting them under pressure with the truth. I am not lying. I am telling the truth. And because I'm telling the truth, they want to pull me down. A number of them are still calling me. A number of them are still texting me. Why are you doing this? Why have you left us? Come, we fight this man. But why I have moved away from the PF, it is the lies. It is the lies. It is the injustice. It is the malice against Hakainde Hichilema. And I saw this even before President Edgar Chagwa Lungu died. I saw it. I did not change when President Edgar Lungu died. No, I changed even before. Before Lungu died, I was talking about the weakness of the opposition. I was talking about the weakness of Edgar Lungu himself. I tried so much to push Edgar Lungu, but Edgar Lungu was not moving. He was not moving. He was just, sitting back there in Ibex. Many times I was saying, Edgar Lungu come up. Edgar Lungu come up. He couldn't. I also tried to push other people, but they couldn't move. Ina was moving, but for them, they were not moving. And even today, they are just not moving. They are not moving. So they don't have the capacity. They don't have the capacity. And I saw this even before Edgar Chagwa Lungu died. I saw it and I criticized it. And I used to say it. But people thought that, no, I am wrong. They thought I saw it wrong. But today, they have believed that what I saw, even before Edgar Lungu died, there is nothing. Because even Edgar Lungu, if he was alive today, even if Edgar Lungu was alive today, still, he wouldn't have done anything. He wouldn't have done anything. Edgar Lungu is the one that opened the key to the failure of the opposition. Edgar Lungu destroyed the opposition. It is a pity that we have to talk about him in his death like this. But is the one that started. He's the one that started. He started by destroying PF. Then he went and he destroyed the opposition by the so-called let's unite the opposition. Instead of uniting the opposition, he brought the opposition together, but he just made them weaker. They were weaker in trying to come together, and not promoting themselves. They ended up being weak. First of all, Edgar Lungu destroyed PF. How did he destroy PF? He destroyed PF by holding on to power. When he lost power, he resigned. After resigning, he still held on to the helm of the party. He still remained as a shadow president, as a defunct president. And he couldn't allow somebody else to come up. And yet he was not doing anything. He was there. He was president. He kept on holding on to the presidency. But he was not doing anything. So you have a position to say, no, I'm the president, and yet you're not doing anything. He was playing a double standard. On one, when it was convenient, no, I've resigned. When it was whatever, yet he is playing politics in the background, not allowing people. Edgar Lungu destroyed PF by not allowing people to come up to take over. If Edgar Lungu had allowed people to come up and contest for the PF leadership, it would have been different. The situation would have been different. Even when even at the point of his death, it would have been different. But Edgar Lungu held on to the position of presidency. Selfishness, which is, selfishness, nothing else but selfishness. Why didn't Edgar Lungu release his position to allow people to take over? He didn't. Why didn't he do that? Because of selfishness. He was already president for 7 years. Why couldn't he allow somebody else to take over? Because Edgar Lungu was holding on to that power. He allowed the situation of Mao Sampa to come in. Mao Sampa today, people are running propaganda to say, no, Hakainde Hichilema has destroyed PF. How has Hakainde Hichilema destroyed PF? How has Hakainde Hichilema destroyed PF? Because the confusion, the wrangles started in PF, where Mao Sampa became frustrated that he paid money and they were not going for a convention. And yet they were suspending him by Given Luwinda, who in his judgment was not the president of PF. And that is how Mao Sampa staged up that convention. He staged that convention. Was it Hakainde Hichilema who told Mao Sampa, who caused that confusion in PF? Was it Hakainde Hichilema who told Edgar Lungu to hold on to power and not really be an effective leader? Is it? This is something that, my brothers and sisters, this is a history that we need to keep. This is a history that we need to keep and counter those who are coming up and saying Hakainde Hichilema has destroyed the opposition. Hakainde Hichilema has not destroyed the opposition. Because this is what they will be saying. Even when Hakainde Hichilema will win an election, even during this election, they will say, no, there is no opposition because Hakainde Hichilema has killed the opposition. Because Hakainde Hichilema has killed the opposition. Now, I am giving you how we got to where we are. I was part of this opposition. And I was doing everything in my powers to an extent that I ended up attracting so many court cases, which rendered me into exile. I was fighting for the opposition. I was fighting for President Edgar Chagwa Lungu. But Edgar Chagwa Lungu was not moving. Edgar Chagwa Lungu was not moving. So we had a problem. And now, so after that, Mao Sampa came in. Please, those who are calling, let me just finish, and then you can come in with phone calls. For now, just allow me to finish up, and then you can come in. I just want to lay a background, because it is important for us to know where we are coming from. Where we are coming from. So I am discussing that Hakainde Hichilema is not the one that has destroyed the opposition. He's not the one that has destroyed the opposition. The opposition destroyed itself by their selfishness. Edgar Lungu especially started this. He is one of the reasons why we don't have a strong opposition. Is one of the reasons. Edgar Lungu is the reason that I am in exile. Edgar Lungu is a reason. Is a reason that I'm in exile. You can say no, but whatever. UPND, you are there because of UPND. A number of you like, no. I'm not out here because of UPND. I'm out here because of the failures of especially Edgar Chagwa Lungu. May his soul rest in peace. Though I find that difficulty, because this man, has not been buried. It is the failure of Edgar Lungu. Whatever challenges I go through myself, I blame them on Edgar Lungu. Even the emotions that I have are on Edgar Chagwa Lungu. Because if Edgar Chagwa Lungu was strong, I wouldn't be here. We were defeated. We started the war against UPND. We started the war against Hakainde Hichilema. We started the war. And I was a soldier in the battlefield. And I was fighting seriously. But my commander, who is Edgar Chagwa Lungu, was not moving. He was not moving. Because Edgar Lungu was not moving, because Edgar Lungu was not doing the right thing, together with these very people that surround him, such as Makebi Zulu. These are the cowards. These are the selfish people that has brought Zambia to where it is. Those people that were in Makebi Zulu, those are the people that have brought, that has killed the opposition in Zambia. They are the ones that have killed the opposition. If they were not selfish, if they were not moribund, by today I would have been in Zambia, and President Hakainde Hichilema, trust me, wouldn't have had it easy. He wouldn't have had it easy. That is the truth. He wouldn't have had it easy. But because of their selfishness, because of their inertia, because of their laissez-faire attitude, we couldn't fight back. I, for one, who was in the battlefield, I saw Fiabi Papa. I'm a politics, and that is how I ended up in exile. I ended up in exile because Edgar Chagwa Lungu was weak. The opposition was weak, and I saw it like, apa, tapekalwa, because politics by nature is like that. When you are fighting in politics, for sure, don't expect people to treat you with kid glove. Don't. I'm a politics of anywhere. So, Walungu created this problem. And with that came the Mao Sampa situation. After Mao Sampa, now came the Chavinga issue. And even when Mao Sampa, because Mao Sampa also, Mao Sampa was thinking that, when he puts up that fight in the PF and whatever, UPND will come, pushing a lot of money and whatever. They couldn't. When they couldn't, Mao Sampa was defeated. He went back to Walungu. So that they can negotiate and reunite. Unfortunately, along that process, that's how Chavinga came in. And Chavinga said, thank you very much, and is now holding on to PF. Yes, you can say but the court see, whatever. I'm a politics, I'm a politics, wali wambusa, wakulio ukampuike. But the problem is really with these people. talk about the issue of eligibility. The issue of eligibility, I mean, people were busy wasting time on the issue of eligibility. I told them this case is not going anywhere. That case was political. When Edgar Lungu won that case of eligibility when he was president, it was political. Even afterwards, the whatever judgment, it was political. So, relying on the eligibility, I said, this is nonsense. So, at the end of the day, basically, it's themselves, the opposition. After the PF, what did Balungu do? Balungu came up and started calling all other opposition. No, let's come together. And we saw UKA coming up. And a number of you were excited to see UKA. We were happy. But I could see it that UKA will not go anywhere because Balungu was still dragging his feet to take up leadership. He was still dragging his feet. He was going to UKA to say, no, I'm just a member. And yet he wanted to be the president. I'm just a member. No, all of us, we are presidents. And yet he wanted to be the president. Balungu would have been more courageous to come out and told those uka bonse balavena savoyi basakwiba skota slavwe and say, hey guys, let me be the president, let me be the candidate. But no, he kept on wiring, diddy-dadding, until these others came up, the Sean Tembos and the others to say, no, Edgar Lungu has to be president. They were busy saying, no, Edgar Lungu has to be president. And yet Edgar Lungu himself, he was, still at the back. That is how UKA was destroyed. Because Balungu could not have the courage to tell the others in UKA to say, I should be the president. And of course, when you are aspiring to be president, you should also show the capacity. He didn't show. Balungu never showed capacity. If he had shown capacity, all the UKA leaders would have really would have submitted to Balungu, but he didn't. So when these guys started to say, no, we want Lungu, that is how they came up with Tonse. They left UKA. And I said it that if Edgar Lungu leaves UKA, there will be no UKA. I said it. And indeed, when Edgar Lungu left, UKA also was disbanded. He went to Tonse, and these other political parties also came. You see? They came, hey, Tonse. Edgar Lungu, unfortunately, he couldn't show capacity. He didn't show capacity. He didn't show the leadership that Tonse needed. He didn't. And part of it is because, he was sick. And eventually, he died. So, the political parties that would have individually propped up themselves, that would have individually worked on themselves to give challenge to President Hakainde Hichilema, they couldn't because they were relying on Edgar Lungu. UKA was relying on Edgar Lungu, who could not move, who could not show capacity. Tonse came in, he tried to show, some capacity, some seriousness and whatever, but unfortunately, he was sick and he died. Now, unfortunately, when he died, again, instead of them quickly bringing up a leader to say, this is the leader that has taken over, they didn't. Again, they continued. No, we are not going to bury. Selfishness kicked in now. Makebi Zulu came in, whatever. You know the story. They have failed to choose a leader up to today as we are talking. Edgar Lungu is now 6 months, going into 7 months since he died. There is no leader. Edgar Lungu is at the center. Edgar Lungu, even in his death, is choking the opposition. He's making it difficult for people to come up because those who were aligned to Edgar Lungu are still claiming leadership. So we don't have an opposition. Why? Because at one point we had a man who was selfish. who was selfish in the name of Edgar Lungu, who was not courageous in the name of Edgar Lungu, and the people that surrounded him. And we don't have the opposition now. It is not Hakainde Hichilema. It is not Hakainde Hichilema. It is the making or the doing of the opposition themselves. Because even this opposition, before Walungu Tabarafu, to say forget about Walungu, go on, start promoting yourself, start campaigning. Don't look at Walungu. I was saying it here. I said it here. Stop looking at Walungu. But did people hear? People thought, now I've turned against Edgar Lungu, I've turned against it. But I saw that this man is not moving. This man is not showing capacity. And here we are, even today, people are still, walking in the shadows of Edgar Lungu. They have failed, to prop up themselves. So we don't have the opposition, not because of Edgar Chago, not because of Hakainde Hichilema, but because of the opposition themselves. Because of the opposition themselves. But they will run this agenda in this election to say we don't have opposition because Hakainde Hichilema has killed the opposition. Hakainde Hichilema has not killed the opposition. It is the selfishness, it is the personal ambitions of the people over the nation that we are where we are. So the elections will come. Hakainde Hichilema, no doubt, if you are still doubting by today, if you can't read it, if you can't see it, then I don't know. How you think. If you can't see that Hakainde Hichilema has already won this election, if you can't see it, then I don't know how you think. Because the question that I will simply ask you to say, who is going to challenge Hakainde Hichilema? You can't have a situation where we don't have a candidate. We don't have a viable candidate. Today, as we are talking, we don't have a viable candidate that at least we can say this one. We don't have. Even my brother Brian Mundubile is far because he's there, but he has not yet taken it up. He's still walking behind the remnant PF. PF is gone. And any courageous leader would walk away from PF and stand to say, here I am. All these leaders who are busy still masquerading, they took a picture. They took a picture and posted on social media. The presidential candidates. Which presidential candidates? For which part? PF is gone. So it is out of cowardice. It is not showing the zealousness. It's not showing the charisma, the charismatic attitude. It's not showing it. By continuing today, in the shadows of PF to say, we are the presidential candidates, you are just showing that you don't have it. Today, you are still talking about PF. Today, you are talking to be a presidential candidate, one PF. Which PF? Which PF are you talking about? Which PF? Even if you want to go with the people to say, no, Chavinga has the certificate, but the people have remained. These people are looking for where to go, who to follow. It is a fact that there are a lot of PF members out there. But these PF members, they're also looking for somebody that will lead them. And to do this, you need to show character. But these guys are not showing character at all. They are not showing character. So there is just no one. And then beyond PF, when you look at Vanani, there is no one. There is that at Pact Shani, they have chosen Wamembe to be the running mate. To be the presidential candidate. There is this new alliance that has come up at Pact, and People's Pact, and whatever Pact. How can you choose Fred Membe as a presidential candidate? Because Fred Membe, even himself, it is the selfishness that I'm talking about. But Fred Membe, for him to be even thinking of contesting another election, it is embarrassing me. It is embarrassing to say the least. Because at least at one point he was even better off. But Fred Membe has really gone down. He has become worse, such that he shouldn't even be thinking of contesting. Because the results that will come, but Fred Membe will be very embarrassed. Very embarrassed. Even his funders, the people that are funding him, that is when they will really rule him out. He is not going to have meaningful ballots, Fred Membe. He is not. He's going to be among the list. He is going to be among the list. Currently, the opposition that we have, I've been saying it, if we are going to have a candidate that we will have today, before I even said the 200,000 votes, but today, I even doubt it. The only person, Brian Mundubira, would have gotten some meaningful votes, but as long as he continues walking in the shadows of PF, he's not going to do much. Brian Mundubira today, if we have an election, he might not even get that 200,000 I was talking about. It has gone to half, because already in 2026, when it's supposed to be peaking, but he's still, wallowing in the PF. There is no PF. People are looking, which direction are you taking us? I kept on talking to say, Brian Mundubire, get that FDD. Now today, FDD is in Tonse. PF is out. PF is out. So what is going on there? Brian Mundubire would have courageously organized himself in FDD, because FDD surely is a party that is known. It's a party that is known. It is a good purpose vehicle, but no, they are failing. They are failing to take up that step. So it is difficult. Where will people go? And if you have not mobilized them today, it is very difficult between now and August to mobilize people. It is almost too late. So Hakainde Hichilema has it. Hakainde Hichilema is definitely winning the elections. Whether you like it or not, he's winning the elections. And there is no one who is going to come anywhere near. Believe you me, if there will be a candidate who can get 200,000 votes, Nisha. I don't see a candidate that is going to have 200,000 votes. But Fred Membe, ngawaka kwata 20,000 votes. But Fred Membe, even 10 pin votes, ndenieba. But Fred Membe, mukanjibukisha. But Fred Membe, ngawaka kwata 10,000 votes. Nishiva bomba. You should congratulate your Fred Membe if he's going to have 10,000 votes. I am giving my Fred Membe 5,000 votes. 5,000 votes. Because of the money that he has and whatever. Only 5,000 votes. I'm giving my Fred Membe 5,000 votes. These numbers in Delanda Paso, I am saying them. Keep this video. Mukese chita compare. Download this video. If a Fred Membe is going to have more than 5,000 votes, Nishiwa Bomba, he will get, mostly it's between 3,000 and 5,000 votes. Mostly it will be between 3,000 and 5,000 votes for Fred Membe. Whoever is going to stand the Kuriba PF side and whatever, if that candidate is going to have 50,000 votes, Nisha Bomba. 50,000 votes, Nisha Bomba. The rest of these, Bakalaf Mamonama 900, 500, Emma votes Bakalaf Mamonai. So when I'm saying that Hakainde Hichilema is going to win by 96%, I am looking at the possible figures that these people can pull. That's what I'm looking at. You can call Uyu Kalava. Kalava, this time around in Demieva, Kalava, Calabar. I am giving Calabar between 10,000 and 13,000 votes. Between 10,000 and 13,000 votes. Calabar. Harry Calabar. I am telling you, Harry Calabar, I'm giving Harry Calabar between 10,000 and 13,000 votes. 10,000 and 13,000 votes. Mark my words. Hii video musunge. Musunge. Brand Mundubilengai minina. He will definitely come out pamulu palya. Akakwata kotuma votes. But as long as he keeps to, wallowing in the shadows of whatever, he might end up just polling 50,000 votes. He might end up just polling 50,000 votes. If he doesn't take a proper action and he doesn't bring capacity, I'm giving him 50,000 votes. Awawa shala, niva nani, bakala mamu 200, 100, nama zero bakala kwata. Awawa mdala banana tibanani awa, basangwa bakafumamo nama zero bali. Basangwa nga bakakwata 300 votes. Nishibagomba. I'm giving basangwa. Ukwebati basangwa bakakwata ama votes between 150 na 200. 150 na 200. Etuma votes bakakwata. Banani uko bakalafumamo bambi. Bakalafumamo nama 30 votes. 30 votes mu presidential candidates. Out of, I'm estimating the voter registry to be at 7 million. That is the situation. So Tapali, there is no opposition in them. Whether you can say whatever you want about me. The truth of the matter is that there is no opposition that can really give Hakainde Hichilema a challenge. The only thing that they will do now is Hakainde Hichilema is the one that has destroyed, but it's not Hakainde Hichilema. It's not Hakainde Hichilema. And we must not sit back to say, no, because Hakainde Hichilema is winning, then we are home and dry. No. We shouldn't take it like that. No, because Hakainde Hichilema is winning, we are home and dry. Because if we don't fight against this propaganda, this negative propaganda about Hakainde Hichilema, these people, even when Hakainde Hichilema will get high votes, they will say he has rigged. So Mungu fukishebane hapo. When Hakainde Hichilema will get high votes of 96%, people will say, how can he get 96%? No, he has rigged. No. They will accuse Hakainde Hichilema of rigging. They will accuse Hakainde Hichilema of rigging. And we shouldn't underrate this, because this is what happens even to other leaders in other countries. You see, other leaders, they are emerging victorious. But when the propaganda is too much, they start talking about the opposition to say, they start talking about the winner to say, no, he has rigged. In certain situations, they even incense people to go into the streets. Propaganda is very important. We need to pay attention. You might see some spate of violence. You might see some spate of people going into the streets demonstrating to say, no, Hakainde Hichilema has stolen. And to the international media, sometimes they pick this and they run this to say, no, the election was disputed. We don't want that situation of the election is disputed, because we already don't have the opposition. So there is no one who should come up and say, no, I'm disputing these elections. You are disputing based on what? Today, as we are speaking, there is no opposition. How can somebody lose an election and start, mobilizing people to say, let's go on the street. Hey, Hakainde Hichilema has stolen. This is what happens in other countries. When you start hearing, you are not on the ground. You have not followed the history. You will start accusing an innocent person who has just won an election to say, no, Tawinine, he has rigged. Oh, no, Tawinine, hey, he has put whatever. He has put people in jail. All the people that are in jail today, if you look around, they have got substantive cases. substantive cases why they are in prison. But somebody will want to run an agenda to say, Hakainde Hichilema put them in prison. But they have got cases. Let us talk about all these politicians who are in jail and why they are in jail. Let us bring it out. Let us bring it out by UPND. Start working on these strategically. It's not deliberate. Be proactive. My message tonight is be proactive. Be proactive. There is no opposition, but the opposition will want to run an agenda that no, Hakainde Hichilema is a dictator. So let us be proactive to talk about some of these issues. Let the world know that our opposition has eaten itself. Our opposition has destroyed itself, including the issue of Ichitumbi, which is not yet buried. Up to now, we have not buried Edgar Chagwalungu, not because of Hakainde Hichilema, but because of the opposition themselves. Let us talk about these things. Let us bring out some of these cases, some of these people who are in prison. Let us bring them out. Let us tell the people why somebody is in prison. I saw a narrative which was running to say, hey, Munia Zulu has already served his sentence. Hey, why is he still in prison? I mean, where on earth would somebody be? You have served your sentence and you are still inside. It is not possible. It is not possible. But you see, there is a narrative. I even saw another one writing to say Nakachinda is coming out on the 21st of 2015 of January. He has already finished serving 18 months. You see, they are running. They will be running these narratives. They are running this narrative to say Munia Zulu has completed his sentence, release him. It is not possible. It is not possible that you have served your sentence, you have finished, whether government wants it or not. Once you have served your sentence, that's it. You'll be released. But they are running such narratives. Hakainde Hichilema, now they even came up to say, Hakainde Hichilema is sick. Yeah? Oh no, Hakainde Hichilema is sick. Hakainde Hichilema is sick. Hakainde Hichilema is sick. Such narratives, you have seen them on social media. They have no shame to put up such lies, to say Hakainde Hichilema has been evacuated. Hakainde Hichilema has been evacuated. Hakainde Hichilema comes up to say, no, did you see his hand? They started, photoshopping pictures. Hey, did you see Hakainde Hichilema? Akanona kabenda. Akanona kabenda. He couldn't do this. He couldn't move his hand. He couldn't. Hakainde Hichilema was firing from all cylinders when he was in Choma. He spoke in his usual voice. He did his gestures. He danced. How would you say that guy is sick? How? No, Hakainde Hichilema, he is being tribal. They want to turn the people, they want to play the tribal tag. As usual, they want to play the tribal tag. They want to play the tribal tag. Where was Hakainde Hichilema tribal? What was tribal in Hakainde Hichilema, stating the truth as it were? Hakainde Hichilema simply said, you people, you remember when you go to Lusaka, you are arriving at city, intercity market. If you are wearing something red, or you are coming from southern province, they would call you names. They would beat you up. Isn't that true? Isn't that true? How many people were beaten for simply wearing red? I remember there was this bank, is it UBA? That they had a corporate color was red, and their workers were being scared to wear that red because they were being mistaken to be UPND. Even the bank itself was accused of being partisan for choosing red as their corporate color. People were being beaten. That was the truth. Southern province people, the moment you just speak Tonga, how many people were fired from government because they were Tonga? How many? The moment you just speak Tonga, you were considered UPND. The moment you just speak Tonga, you are considered UPND. The moment you just speak Lozi, you are considered UPND. And this is the truth. So what was tribal about that? Didn't you people beat people from Southern Province because they were voting for Hakainde Hichilema? Hakainde Hichilema said it, that they were beating you because saying that you are the ones who vote for Hakainde Hichilema. It is true. People of Southern Province, because they were voting for UPND, for Hakainde Hichilema, they were being considered to say, no, these are not people. Tabatontonkanya, abantu aba, nangufye babika pwelibwe, they will choose ilibwe. Even Jesus Christ, babika ilibwe na Jesus Christ, they will choose ilibwe. Wasn't that the language? Wasn't that the narrative that was being run? So how do you turn around and start accusing Hakainde Hichilema? No, he's being tribal. He was just stating the facts. He was just stating the facts. So, but everything is being twisted. Whatever Hakainde Hichilema is, they will twist it. Whatever Hakainde Hichilema says, they will twist it. There is going to be this strong propaganda, especially labeling President Hakainde Hichilema as a dictator. We need to make sure that we help our country. We help our country. Let us reflect the facts as they are. The church is also part of this, because in the church there are also people who don't like Hakainde Hichilema. This is a fact. This issue of Arik Banda, it is all about being against Hakainde Hichilema and UPND. The case is straightforward, and we still see church leaders emphasizing, now they're even saying, the life of Arik Banda is in danger. How is the life of Arik Banda in danger when he is the aggressor? Arik Banda is the aggressor here. How can you say Arik Banda is being in danger when Arik Banda is actually being the aggressor? You are called to come and explain about this motor vehicle which you are found with. You go walking, you gather people and you start walking. Isn't that being provocative? Isn't that being provocative? How can you claim to be, no, I'm in danger, and yet you are the aggressor, you are the one who is carrying people? So what would have happened if the police had acted? Because what they committed, what they did, that was wrong. That was wrong. According to the laws as we have them, that was wrong. That was against the law, according to the laws that we have. So if they were beaten, what would have happened? Then you would have said, they want to kill him. Arik Banda is the aggressor. Arik Banda has declared that he doesn't want Hakainde Hichilema. He's a political player. So you will see even the church coming in. My brothers and sisters, let us protect the truth. Let us protect our country. Let us not let the world look at Zambia to say, no, there is no democracy. Let the people see that in Zambia there is democracy. In Zambia, we vote for whoever has sold himself. Hakainde Hichilema has sold himself. He's going to have a high turnout, a high number of votes, not because he has destroyed the opposition. No. So pretty much that's what I wanted to say. So don't be hoodwinked to say, no, it's the church. Hey, no, we are fighting the church. UPND is fighting the church. We're not fighting the church. They are not fighting the church. UPND is not fighting the church. It is very specific. It is not all the entire church that has been called to deck. It is exactly Arik Banda, and the case is straightforward. If you are found with property believed to have been obtained dubiously, you are supposed to be answerable for it. No, he gave back the car. No, it doesn't work out like that. It doesn't end simply because, no, I've given it back. No, it doesn't. It doesn't work out like that. It doesn't work out like that. And by the way, it was not himself that initiated the handing over. It wasn't. He was asked to bring back the car. And later on, they need to ask him questions. and is refusing to respond. What do you expect? There is going to be this serious propaganda against President Hakainde Hichilema. Let's make sure that we protect President Hakainde Hichilema. We protect the truth, essentially. You can call in now and give your views, please. Yeah. Yes, somebody was reminding me that it's 20 hours in Zambia. How come? Yeah, it's in Zambia and I'm live. Yeah, somebody was, I think somebody didn't see. Hello?
Hello, Dad.
Yes, my brother.
So, yeah, in the name of the Kurunda, both Maton Domino, the Palace, Bande.
Yes.
Don't we?
Enquire.
Okay, right. So, it can just say about the Catholic Church, the parole of Catholic Church house. Now, this is the national and when you look at most of the UPNG, I will pick Chilabombe. I think it's not mistaken, Chilabombe, Makaru Skulia, UPNG are the winner. It's not mistaken, right? Or just an example. Quite a much Catholic. But UPNG are the winner. So, no make it stick up with a cover. Abali kivanda tawalesa divide mu sakafyo mweka kwingi because abantu aba mukatoliki tiba PF wonse erufu tiba UPND wonse bantu aba kusana. So iyi issue hii angachakwa tawa jesta waikonke wino yara ona ule fingi mukatolika worship wangu because mura mukatolika mwali abantu bakusana ukupandisha kusana. So abantu ndeda waleta ama statement yako bati no, the government is fighting the church. Which church? We shall go and to study Jews, the whole Catholic Church kumuntu. It's impossible. So makatolika aba kulaba kubaloshe upande akiji kwa yenda chomutende kwa sababu na tote.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Fine, Precious. How are you?
I'm okay. I want to contribute on where you said that there is no opposition, and you are saying that Varun was selfish for not allowing others to be leaders and patriotic. But you know, every time when you keep on talking like that, myself, I always feel bad, especially when I know the truth about what is happening right now. Hakainde Hichilema is the reason why today we don't have opposition like you are saying. But don't worry about that because the wise leaders, concerned citizens, they are aware of that. And when the right time comes, Hakainde Hichilema is going to face the law for destroying democracy. And you can't even pretend like you don't know that Hakainde Hichilema is the one who is using Vachavinga to destroy democracy. But let's be honest. If you want God to open doors for you, learn to tell the truth. Hakainde Hichilema, me, myself, I witnessed there are some letters that I published, even you saw the time when I was arrested in 2022. Hakainde Hichilema, there were letters which were saying that he's trying to destabilize the leadership of PF government. And one, he will start with Edgar Lungu. And those letters, they said they were fake. It was not true. And those letters, even Kukot, they saw them the time when I was going to Makot. So all those things which Hakainde Hichilema was doing is creating problems on his own because right now, now, all of us were able to know that indeed is being used by Hakainde Hichilema because as the president of this nation is the one who was supposed to promote peace and unity. Now, for him to keep quiet like this, he thinks like maybe you succeed. Now, Mr. President, I know that you are going to listen to this. What you are doing right now, you are arresting yourself while you are still there. Because you are showing the nation that whatever is happening in this country, you are the one. Coming to the issue of tribalism, you are saying that he did not use hate speech. He used the hate speech. He said, if you are not going to vote for me, you people here in Southern Province, every time when they see you in Lusaka, remember they used to do that. They used to beat you. So now, who voted for him? Are they not the same Easterners? So now he's telling the nation that he did not win. He rigged the votes or what? Because in Eastern Province, he won elections. In Copper Belt, he won elections. So what is he trying to tell the nation? As the president of this nation, instead of promoting peace and unity, but he's the one who is in forefront using hate speech. Bamunia Zulu completed his sentence. So don't even start saying Bamunia Zulu did not finish his sentence. This is him now trying to use his position to punish Bamunia Zulu so that they cannot do the campaigning. So on opposition, don't worry, that the PFO is going to be restored. Our ECL, even in his death, is going to bring truth to the nation, and Vakande Chema, you'll be exposed. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Precious. This issue of Munia Zulu, I can kindly ask, this issue of Munia Zulu, I kindly ask the, what is this? The prison service. I kindly ask the prison service to give a statement on this one, because these are the cheap lies that are going in the public, and they will be discrediting the government. Yes, they are outrageous, but I ask the prison service to issue a statement, because they are the ones who knows how many days are remaining on Munia Zulu, so that we can put this thing to rest. Let the prison service issue a statement on Munia Zulu. It is very important. We don't want this situation. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tayari.
Hello.
This is Mtinta calling from Livingstone.
Yes, Womtin. Yes, Womtin.
But our concern, that lady is just full of, whenever she speaks, the name which comes out of her mouth is Hanayi. Surely that's how she can make some.
Hello,
Mr. Baird.
Yes.
It's not how she can get someone, sure. Up to now, they can't believe that AK is the president. She's one of those who are not believing that AK is the president up to now. And they still feel someone else is coming to look that. That is deadly kind of hate. Very deadly kind of hate. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I must tell you that I'm very tolerant of Precious, because Precious, he's an apologetic supporter of Edgar Chagwalungu. She is an apologetic supporter of Edgar Chagwalungu. She has said it even here. She has said it that she's one of those people that benefited during the time of Edgar Chagwalungu, and now Edgar Chagwalungu is gone. She's one of those. She's a symbol. She's a symbol of some of those people who are very upset with Hakainde Hichilema, that Hakainde Hichilema won an election against Edgar Chagwalungu. They speak as if Hakainde Hichilema stole presidency from Edgar Chagwalungu. They still don't believe that Hakainde Hichilema is president. She's one of those. She's not the only one. Others may not be able to say it. Even in the church, they are there. Even bishops and archbishops, they are there. The passion that you see coming from Precious is not only in Precious. There are also other people who are that passionate, who want to believe anything negative about Hakainde Hichilema. Precious is talking about letters. I mean, how can Hakainde Hichilema write letters to say, now we need to destroy PF. Now we need to destroy the Catholic Church? How can that? But you see these letters, circulating on social media. People believing that Hakainde Hichilema wrote a letter. They even label it confidential. And they put a signature there. Hakainde Hichilema signing. We must destroy PF. Number 2, we must destroy the Catholic Church. I mean, how? Even if you don't like Hakainde Hichilema, how can you believe that? How can Hakainde Hichilema write letters? These are the letters that some people believe. They believe. If you go on their platforms, you hear them talking about these letters as if they are true. You hear them. They are sitting right now. I'm doing my live. They are also live. And they are discussing these kind of things to say, Hakainde Hichilema wrote a letter to say we must destroy PF, we must destroy a Catholic Church. They are busy discussing how Hakainde Hichilema he wants to now kill Alik Banda. They are not talking about the vehicle. They were saying, no, the vehicle was a gift. The vehicle was a gift. And yet the person that they were alleging to have given Alik Banda the vehicle has come out to say, I didn't even know about this vehicle. He has even come out. They can't discuss that. They can't. So there are these people, and I tolerate. I wanted to speak because I want you people to know that there are people who are thinking like that, and we need to help them. And we must not take things for granted because there is such falsehood. Some of you like to say, no, cut Precious. How am I going to know what other people who are opposed to Hakainde Hichilema are thinking? If I don't allow Precious to speak, I must allow them to speak so that I hear what they are thinking. If you cut them, you won't know what they are thinking. You won't know what they are believing. Like here, she's believing to say Munia Zulu has completed his sentence and is being detained unlawfully. This is why I'm saying, can the prison service issue a statement as regard to Munia Zulu, because they are the custodians, they are the ones who count days. I don't know how many days he has done. I don't know. But the Zambia prison, they know. They are the only ones who can tell us the truth. They are the ones who can clear such a falsehood in the minds of people like Precious. So that is the issue. I'm hungry. Yeah. So anyway, there is the phone number there. There is the phone number. Those of you who are watching me on TikTok, you can find the number in the bio. You can find the number in the bio. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Yes, please.
Hello?
Hello?
Mr. Tari. Hello?
Yes, please, I can hear you.
Hello, Mr. Tari.
Yes.
Are you live today? You have passed already.
Yeah. Are you checking? Are you on social media? Why haven't you checked? I'm live. And you are live on social media.
But I'm watching him then.
Hello? Hello?
Batagi, ma bombeni bakala.
Mkwe mabombeni.
Mkwe. Awe, na ndefo kurunda kwa pano na mashui pano no. Chana mbaono cho ndefo ayo kuranda, example ndefo kupela ni. Pavena Mishek, Shedrick and Abednego. Ushe erobadi kete pamando kwa tivale te pachira chi monument. Eroba ishive, echo ba imini nepo. Bushe bali chinjisha mano mnando kwa chinkupiti cha bantu ichale konka okupepa chi monument. Bantu bali abengi so na ifo kuponera mofu. Nabena ba imini ne side yawo pamando kwa bali shive chishinka. Echo ba imini nepo. So ngachakwe bati na imwe na mwishive chishinka echo mulelanda. Imwe tamwa chinji amano ati opanzi chinkupiti cha bantu chirelanda pali abana chifula so na ifo tuchinje fya mano na kalya. Mamon. So ngachakwe bati ule muno kwe bati ero mwaisula i platform ukwe bati ifo tusange kwe shuko ya kwati tulelanda na imu. Ena chire mupero obuhi. Naye na akesule pakwe bati ngalefa ya bantu naye na bale mukonka. Kozi na muni business wakatantike pete bwedi tantike po munobe pakwa chende na iwe aa. Iwe nga walifa competition na yona business yo. Na we kwisule table yo. So, otherwise, kufinto fo mulelanda, finge bo tulesa mbili lapo. Kale finge bo tuwasharire. Batula tuleisuka pano mpano. Ichi shirefwa ikachakwe bati. Nga watangisha obubi, ufuayo kumono obubi mu muntu, ukabusanga pantu nishebo konke.
Chachine.
Na mu muntu nga wafuayo kumono mu obusuma. Na bwena ukabusanga pantu shonti mu muntu mufya.
Mufya.
So, kubutotera sana bako tulesa mbili. Tatotera bakalamba twali nukuna tuko.
Na totally chine. You know, what this scholar has said is very important. If you choose to see negativity, only negativity in Hakainde Hichilema, you will see it. If you choose to see Hakainde Hichilema sick, you will see him sick. Even when he's okay, dancing, you know, he's jumping around. If you want to see Hakainde Hichilema sick, you will see him as such. It's up to you. If you don't want to see the positive things that UPND has done, you will definitely not see. You will keep on emphasizing on the negatives because the negatives are there. This is the life of this world. Life on earth is imperfect. It is imperfect. So if you choose to see the negativity, yeah, you will see the negativity. You will not see Zambia developing. You will not see Zambia's economy stabilizing. You will not see. Even when the kwacha is appreciating, instead of just appreciating to say the kwacha is doing well, you will say no. Because America, no, because the Venezuela, because whatever. The point is, if Zambia's economy is limping, if Zambia's kwacha is not stable, even if it will go down together with whatever confusion that is happening elsewhere. Even when other economies are going up, the kwacha will keep going down. And even when even when the kwacha depreciates, even the kwacha will also depreciate the dollar. If the dollar depreciates, even the kwacha will be depreciating. There are countries, I don't want to talk about other countries, but there are countries whose currencies are not doing good at the moment. For the kwacha to maintain, it is because the economy is promising. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yes, Mr. President, Mkwe.
Mkwe mleo mfwiki.
Ya, na totera kwena lero na basuru. Ndesha jonso waesha pirekana no mbatrist lero. Na kwatesha ukweli mkwa ndefo na ine mpose ko.
And now the network has let him down. Hello? Hello? It's a pity. This man is saying he has been calling, he has not been going through. Today has gone through, the network lets him down, unfortunately. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good evening. Let me take this man. Let me take this man. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please. I saw you were cut. So please, go ahead. Emkwa ende umfomkwa.
Okay. Ba president wa tayari ndefo kwa wati ndandi amashiwa mkwai ine kwena ndetasha posumule bomba na pamushiwe omuleko atokulandira kwe kyalo n'okulandira kubateeka weso ba HH ngeto mulandire kishinka sana eno kwakyaba last call abakilanda kwapa mumuntu ng'olefo okumona obubi uwulefo okumona busanga eno ng'olefo okumona ekisuma nakyeno kala kimona pantu kyolefo okumona abantu ukulande tuwale kuto kwenda pale wakateeka weso kile papusha kuma Zambia nzi walikuwa tobu afya limundando ko bati limo tulalabo bwangu tulalabe ko twafumye neto twale pitamo so umuntu kumistafeli mind papya ale chipika ito twale lumana na mezi abantu wale kuno offices bayabengirira bambo kuwoma kintu twale impira bayinta sita abantu wale kumwa kintu twale ingwe na umuntu aisha so kumista kupeli mind atyo uyu muntu alonande these are tribal talks abantu amazambians ndio mikosa ilala babu wangu 5 years abapele tufune mu 2020 twalevo 2021 kintu nshiko twapitiremo ulepita kuwe mwinefye wafuna toko wati uyusipo servant abantu bayona kutukwafe na masere muleitula mwentushimwe mwene kutule kwatenda lama pintu twale pita mwana mwanambese and pintu tule kano kwate tuwekele kuyo nshita yakare so let's try the all means to protect our president kishinga batayali takuli opposition otikwetero mu Zambia uinga chita uingemela wa HH wa president west apari no isata pari and na ama mwachira pera wa mama opposition mwachira wachinda mikanako bandu akala bitomo pena ama 0 na ama 10 chapwa mukonga nebo batayali mwirasa kama na we are behind you and we support you esami pare mkwai thank you so much
na total hello
tayari murishani mkwai
wina femkwai
Beamko yawe. First of all, I totela if you watch act as a spokesperson kusula kwa abantu amenso. Echakuwadira po umuntu was to decide not to believe in what you do and not to accept the good things that you are doing. You cannot convince them. The only thing you can do abantu abama opposition and other people naba kana okumanefisuma if you UPND bombele if you are kind of bombele you cannot waste your time to try to convince such people. But what we can do, because PF and other opposition party and the UPND but over exchange of words, it's a battle of words. Chirefaka kutuku UPND bema ni sana but they raise abantu who are well skilled from Kulanda. Otherwise, we cannot allow these people to be speaking while the UPND is quiet. Even the UPND can even employ you and give you a space. When they see a person like you, the good job you are doing, you are counteracting. You are removing bad energies that are planted into people. They can lose the election. Because I want to understand. So UPND now should employ people like you, skillful at speaking. There are people who are gifted the way you are. You know how to bring angles. You know how to bring areas. And people's eyes are open. So to the battle of words, they start with quiet, if an achievement needs to contribute.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Not?
Yeah. Indeed, it's very important. I will repeat what I said during the day, that you can actually win power and you can actually be doing very well. But in politics, if the opposition is aggressive like they are at the moment, they can render whatever you are doing to be useless. They can make the government look so bad. Government, but they can even make people rise against you. They can make people rise against you. So, and yet, you are just doing the correct thing. For example, these very stories you go back to, Munia Zulu is unlawfully detained, and others are believing. Hello? Hello?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes, please try to speak up. You are very low.
Hello? You can get me now? Am I audible?
Still low, but anyway, let's try. Let's see.
Hello?
Hello?
How about now?
Yes, much better.
Okay. You see, the challenge that we have with PF. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, the challenge that we have with PF is that they don't want UPN to talk about what they did. But then they want to always talk about what UPN is doing. The moment you remind them of what they did, for them, you're in the wrong direction. I'm referring to the statement that the president made in Southern Province. That is exactly what they used to do. But when you talk about it, for them it's a case. What's wrong with reminding them that you people, you brutalized us? Just wearing a red color was a crime to members, not even written UPND or anything on it, just a red color. Now, sometimes I imagine if PF was allowed to rule again, what kind of a country are we going to have? Because they are coming to, to do revenge part 2, which should be very, very difficult. We should do everything possible to make sure that these people are not backing power. Because if you look at them, they are not giving us any agenda that when they come, they are going to change this or they are going to work on this. All they are doing is talking about what UPN is doing and without providing any alternatives. Look at the dollar. It's performing very well now. What do they come in with? Nothing except to say, no, the dollar can't go down like this. To accept the importers from our country. But is that making sense when the dollar goes? So these guys, the problem is that they don't want to tell us what they will do when they come in, but they want to condemn everything that the current government is making, which is very wrong. That's why we're encouraging people like you to keep on enlightening the citizens. Because when a lie is repeated twice, thrice, 4 times, it just sticks in the minds of the people, and some people start understanding it as the truth. Then we meet counter reactions in order for the citizen to be, making sense out of the things that are being said in the country. I submit, Mr. Laya.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I want to say thank you very much for those of you that are following me right now on all the platforms, especially on YouTube, because, YouTube, I'm taking YouTube like my baby now. It's a pity that my situation is not very good. I want to do more on YouTube. I want to, do analysis videos which are properly done, well edited, and throwing them on YouTube. So I'm hoping that things stabilizes on my side. At the moment, really, I'm going through some serious challenges, and I want to find myself, stable, so that I can be able to articulate. Our kind of opposition, if you have seen, there is so much capacity and resources which have been pumped in their propaganda. There is so much resources. If you have seen, once I want under the social media, now again, number, some of these ladies that were coming here, now you can see now chinja, to shan, there is so much that has been pushed in propaganda. And this is the problem here, whatever UPND, yeah, can support Kali Shupako. Hello?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
How are you today?
I'm okay, thanks.
Yes, thank you. I'm calling you from Chirondo.
Yes, please.
I just want to say something on the propaganda that you said. You are spot on. If the UPND is not careful, they can lose an election because of lack of counter the propaganda. Let's go back to during the period of ECL.
Yes.
There was a Tonga song that they sang, which the PF refused to sing. That's how bad PF is. They fail to go back to what they do, and they are using one chap from Ichava to spearhead their agenda. So the UPND must invest more in counter propaganda, and what you are doing actually, the UPND must invest in you so that you help them to awaken the citizens. Most of the information that they're learning, citizens are learning from you, then they are learning from the government in power. You are doing a fantastic job. I don't know what the media team that they are doing. They should have been doing something to you because you have played their part that they are failing to do. Whatever you are doing, Mr. Stali, God bless you, and may He keep you, and may He grant you more wisdom as you educate some of us citizens. Thank you very much.
Thank you. To be fair, I would want to say that the media team, I think Max Mue, they are doing their best. They are ever on. I see them. At least I follow them. I follow what they are doing. I mean, I think they are doing their best. I wouldn't say they are not doing anything. I think they are doing something. There are also other players who are trying to disseminate information. The only thing for me, I think that UPND needs to do a little bit more to support or to build capacity in those that are trying to help them, because they are the ones who are in power. And when people come forward trying to help you, to disseminate information, to counter the falsehood, I think you need to find a way of helping those people, such that they continue doing the job. That a problem Nasangapo so far by UPND, if I can compare as one person who has worked by UPND, now PF, but PF, they are quite good in investing in social in propaganda. You can just tell, even the way those who are doing, you can tell. There is more capacity there. Hello?
Yeah,
I'm fine.
Okay, ninevo kangombe ndeti mina kutusaka.
Yeah.
Levo kutaka for comment. I've been one of your followers for some time now. My comment is, I think, like what you said, UPN needs to really empower its media team on how to counter this propaganda. But one of the things that as citizens, I think also we have a role to play, because we can't just be depending on politicians to be feeding us information when information is right there available. One of the key comments I want to comment on is when you look at case Yaba Munia Zuri in Neverland, information is on the internet. When was Munia Zuru incarcerated? We can look at that information and verify with what they are saying that now Ikwana sentence. Because I can remember when you go to social media, we'll find that it was somewhere around April or May. And I think it was 18 months from April 2025. This is January 2026. Surely, how can we say he has already served his sentence? Does it mean politically the months are reduced? The politicians have their way of counting months. So I think also as citizens, we need to do a good job in doing our research so that we are able to fight this, because it's a country that we are talking about, and we have a role to play. We cannot just leave it to politicians alone. We are looking forward. I can appreciate you coming out and the way you've been analyzing issues with truth is easy to follow. And I believe if you can even come up with a program where you can mentor, I don't know if you are able to talk to some of these people on how to just disseminate information in a way that you've been articulating it so that it's easy for people to follow. I think sometimes UPN is too technical when they're trying to explain things. That's why people tend to miss the truth. So I think that's just my comment. I appreciate it. Thank you for taking my comment.
So my brother, since you are talking about the issue of mentoring, I want to assume that you are a youth. Am I wrong?
Yes, I'm a youth, yes.
Yeah. So as a youth, I want to tell you this. You need to also first understand the people, okay, in Zambia. In Zambia, to be honest with you, literacy levels are quite high. And this is why Hakainde Hichilema introduced free education. And unfortunately, even among the educated, a number of Zambians are quite gullible. They believe easily because they are lazy to think. Some of them are lazy. You have thought there to say, but when was Munia Zulu jailed? And this is January. So, I mean, how come he has finished? You know, you are at least applying your reason. Others, they are lazy to just think like that. They are lazy. They want to take things what they are told. Why when they just hear, Munia Zulu is being detained unlawfully, whatever. For them, that is easier than to think. And even, unfortunately, even among those who are educated, some of them, they don't want to reason. And these are many among Zambians. So you, as a youth, I am encouraging you not to take it for granted or not to be frustrated with people. Not to take it for granted that everyone is able to reason the way you reason. There are people that cannot reason the way you are reasoning. There are people that are just lazy to think. And there are people, of course, who don't understand issues maybe due to basic education or no education at all. So this is why, from my perspective, I don't, when you see, I'm sure you see some of the comments that come here. I don't cut people, I don't shout at people, because I do understand that people come from different backgrounds. And you as young people, I think next time you are thinking about me, remember that Mr. Tayari said, not everyone is able to reason. And you don't have to be frustrated with them. Not everyone has got the basic understanding like you may have. And that way, you will win more souls. Yeah. I hope you get me clear.
Yeah, so I think my encouragement, I get you clearly. I think maybe my encouragement also to the UPND, if they are listening, I think also one thing that I've noticed is that there is lack of consistency in terms of disseminating information. You hear the opposition will throw in something. You hear the information minister says this, the vice president says this, another person says this, and now it's difficult to pick and connect pieces of information and to know what the truth is. I think they need to work on consistency and come up with a way they need to communicate so that when people get information, we know that it's reliable information.
I agree.
Rather than getting different pieces of information that is not matching.
You know, thank you very much for that observation. I agree with you because you see, when you want to control the media especially, you know, even ZNBC, the public media, they must have what they are disseminating, what is important on that particular day. ZNBC and the other public media should not be put in a situation whereby they don't know what to cover because the president has spoken. Max Muwe has spoken. Cornelius Mweta has spoken. Musokotwane has spoken. Now, when you have so much information, I mean, it's difficult. Even ZNBC find it difficult. Which one should we carry? You see? Because they cannot cover everything. So they will pick one and they will leave other important information. I think there must be a way of communicating to say, what are we talking about? What should we feed the people today? And that is what you run in the media. Not today, it's this. You know, the same day you find that people are having press conferences, 4 press conferences at the same time. I'm sure you have seen this on social media, live press conferences. You open Minister of Information press conference, UPND press conference, same time. Meanwhile, the president is also doing something at the same time. How do you control the media like that?
Yes.
No, you are right. You are very right. No, thank you for that observation. I'm sure now won't for.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you. No, it's very true. Hello? Hello?
How do you control the media like that? No, you are right.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tesh.
Yes. Good evening.
It's me again, Justin. Good evening. It's Justin Bokola again. I want to appreciate how you have advised the young man as a youth. That is excellent. I'm beginning to see that information now is flowing to the youth about what is happening in the media space. But what I want to appreciate more is that the young man tried to look at the issue of Munia Zulu that is circulating, and he tried to get some information. But let me give him the right information. The Munia Zulu was arrested May, June last year, and 18 months will be ending in 2027, April, May. That's when it may come out. So those that are speaking now are speaking without information because he is supposed to, unless with good behavior, they may reduce the sentence, but he has to serve the full 18 months. That will be up to April, May next year, 2027. And if that be, if people are not following what is happening and forgetting too quickly, this propaganda you're talking about may kill the mood or the shift of the mind. The people that are working against the truth that is happening everywhere in Zambia are working on the ignorance of the people or the lack of keeping information by people about what is happening in our country. I want to say this, that it's true. That propaganda is very damaging. It's just like in physics. For every action, there must be an opposite reaction for motion to take place. Now, when that does not happen, there will be a catastrophe that is going to happen because of that motion that has no opposite reaction to stop that motion. The friction that is coming from thwarting or countering the propaganda that is happening. Remember, the youth are very good at listening to social media. And social media now has become a major platform to reach out to everyone, because everyone has a cell phone now. Everyone is on TikTok now. Everyone is on YouTube. Everyone is on every other platform that you can think of. So that's the quickest way to reach the people and the quickest way to disseminate information. My fear is what your fear is. That as long as you don't counter it, it will bring a damage that is so huge that it will be irreparable. And that is scary. People like you who are mouthpieces for the people, look, you are in opposition, but your kind of politics is very clean. I will be straight with you, Mr. Tayali. Your kind of politics is so clean that you understand it so well, what it means to be in opposition. You don't just counter and disagree with everything. The good things, you are mentioning them, but when something is not good, you're also mentioning here, and you also give an alternative of what someone should do who is in the ruling party to be able for things to be good. That is clean politics. That is intelligent politics. That is the kind of politics that should be happening now, where one should be able to come with an opinion and then give an option for it, not just disagreeing with everything. Like what you are talking about, the capacitating of, yes, it's important. You cannot always just be a mouthpiece for others and then without having capacity. What gain do you have? People need to start appreciating. We should have supporters. We should have well-wishers who can help you out to capacitate, to be able to be paying for all these things that you're doing. It's not coming free. So you're doing work which should be supported. I love you for that, Mr. Tayad. Though you're my Mbuya, but anyway, I will not say that about Mbuya things, but you're doing a good job.
No,
continue doing that.
No, thank you. And that support should start with you. Because usually people, they always assume that no, somebody should support you. Somebody should support you. But who is going to support you if it is not me? If it is not you? You see, this is the difficulty, and there is always an assumption that no, the UPND. I must tell you, my brother, I want to take advantage of you to even say this, that it actually sometimes bothers me and discourages me, whereby, I mean, even information, you want to get information from the UPND themselves, and no one is there to give you. You know, no one is there to give you. There is something, fire is burning here. You can see fire is burning. And you want to get information. Anyway, there is this which has come up. You don't even have anyone. So don't even talk about resources, but just to get information, because where am I going to get information? Especially that I'm out here, you know. So that when there is something that happens, you know, because I also I look through social media. So when I see something, I want to get the truth. What is the truth about this? And I tell you, most of the times, I don't even have one person.
When the truth like that, when the truth comes out, the Bible says the truth sets you free. Look at how free now people are able to talk to you, for example, for the issues you're bringing out, which we did not know about. But if you cannot get the information, it becomes difficult for you to help us.
How?
You're not just helping us, you're helping the nation.
No, sometimes I'm telling you, I'm saying it here, it sometimes is very frustrating because, you know, trust me,
Yes, I know.
I have worked with the PF, I have worked with the UPND, the PF frankly speaking, in terms of even supporting you, even, you know, getting information. You would talk to this minister, this minister. In the UPND, I think I only have maybe one person that I can say, you know, when I call him, even if he doesn't respond, he gets back to me. I don't want to mention his name because if I mention his name, people will whatever, but only one minister. And these other ministers, they're even, no, what, you want to Rakutina? No, we are scared of you, whatever, nonsense. Nonsense, you know.
By now they should have realized that your mouthpiece is
I'm helping them. Imagine at this point I'm helping them, and then somebody's telling me to say, no, we are scared of you. So sometimes really, sometimes
just do your thing, my brother. We will support you. Just do your thing.
So
doing very well.
No, anyway, at the end of the day, you know what consoles me, what fortifies me is the fact that, you know, what I'm doing, I do it to help the nation. You know, when I counter lies, it is not about Hakainde Ichilema. It is about the nation.
That is true patriotism. Make Zambia great again. Remember, the kwacha used to be 20 pounds to one kwacha. Remember?
Yes.
The kwacha used to be one kwacha to 20 pounds in 1973. And we can still get back there. Look, in 2 days, remember, yesterday, I will tell you the truth. Yesterday, 10% drop of the dollar from 22 to 19 kwacha.
Imagine.
You understand what I'm talking about? Right now, there's news all over the world that Zambian kwacha is the best performing currency in the world. And all this is one because of positive feedback that you are getting from you. Positive feedback that is getting to out there. And today, I was disappointed. Let me bring this before I finish. The news I got from UTH drivers, taxi drivers, who were beaten by a cadre. And one was even heavily injured, or two drivers were heavily injured. And now,
wait a minute, by the way,
bringing things to injure themselves.
By the way, on that, what you are telling me about, I'm already seeing on social media that the driver has died. And, you know, I was busy before I started this program. I was busy trying to find who can I call to verify this. I don't have anyone to call. And, you know, because, I mean, and even what happened really there, you know. But anyway, go ahead.
My worry is, you cannot be tetuleli matayali tetuleli maole ule imbetu ule mokuyoku umbiko ule maleshika. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
The president is doing a lot to sanitize our country, and yet there are elements within the party of the UPND who are now working against him by going back to Kadarism. This is not what we are looking for. We must have graduated to proper politics by now.
Yeah. No, thank you, my brother.
Let me end there for the others to contribute, my brother. Those I appreciate you. May God bless you. God protect you. Let me just say this to you. May God protect you, because the mouthpiece now, what you are doing, not everyone is happy. We'll be praying for you that you're covered and protected. In Jesus' name.
Amen. And I need those prayers very much. Thank you. I need those prayers. Trust me. I mean, it takes a lot for me to even just come and sit here and talk. The turmoil that is behind me is huge. The turmoil that is behind me is huge. And I really wish I could be supported better. I could be supported better, and I can do better if I am supported better. But at the end of the day, I do what I do for you people, for my country. You know, somebody did allude, for example, to the issue of ECL. The issue of ECL, if there was no counter, kuli issue yakwa ECL, Hakainde Hichilema today, they would have been saying Hakainde Hichilema killed Edgar Chagwalungu. We had to put up a spirited fight to counter the lies, the propaganda that was emanating out of falsehood, out of malice, out of hatred, to put a death of somebody on President Hakainde Hichilema. You know, and you know, I've been these people who are trying to say no, the church is fighting, the government is fighting the church. I want to do I want to go a little bit in the to go back in the history, to look at the activities of Archbishop Alik Banda. Where is Alik Banda coming from? What is his reputation from wherever he's coming from? I'm going to do that. I'm compiling information on Alik Banda, because Alik Banda telelo watampama politics. Alik Banda supporting PF. Alik Banda has seriously invested in PF. He has been supporting PF from a long time, and I am trying to compile information, and I'll bring it out at an appropriate date. And I'm doing this because some of you who are Catholics, and you're telling me, not tell you are a Catholic. No, unfortunately, this has entered in the realm of politics. This has entered into the realm of politics. This is not about the church. We are not fighting about the faith. We are not fighting about something happening in the church. We are fighting on a political level. This is in the political realm. So it's not about Catholicism. It's not about me being no. It's about what is currently happening, what is going on, and what is going on here. It's politics. It's politics using the church. In Efyonde Kanefyo, I refuse. I will not sit back and watch Archbishop Alik Banda target my government, play politics, and I just watch. No, I've got interest. My faith is my faith. It is not political. I've got interest in politics. So much as I'm Catholic, I've got interest in politics. If Alik Banda is, meddling in my interest on a political level, I must act on a political level. So you must understand that I'm not letting go on the issue of Alik Banda. I'm not letting go. And now I'm going in to dig behind Alik Banda. I'm not digging on which year did he go to the seminary, when was he ordained. I am digging on what are the political activities of Alik Banda. That is what I am doing. And just that I don't have the capacity, because I would have done a documentary. I would have done a documentary nicely, to show how Alik Banda has been playing politics. But there must be a time when you come on. You need to face people and tell them the facts. And Vadeki, you don't have to waste time on the arrest. You don't have to waste time, because the more you delay, it will look like this man is just being targeted. It is just being targeted. Whatever happened, you issued a call out. For you to issue a call out, for you to give a warn and caution, it means you have already done the investigation. So don't take too long. What are you analyzing? You are analyzing his silence. The man didn't speak. So what are you still waiting? What are you still waiting for? Issue an arrest on Alik Banda. And those propaganda, yes, you write it, you repeat it, that dad is calling for the arrest of Archbishop Alik Banda. And while I'm calling for his arrest, I want him to go to court. I want this case to go to court, so that those people who are talking, they can hear for themselves. Because we have been saying that no, this is a crime, and they're not listening. They keep saying no, he's being targeted. Arrest the man, bring him to court, so that if is acquitted. He's acquitted. Hello?
Vamunia Zulu was sent in prison for 12 months, not 18 months. So Vamunia Zulu was supposed to serve 9 months because when you go to prison, they always reduce. There is a 3 months that they always reduce. So if that man who was saying that Vamunia Zulu is supposed to come in 2027, that is a lie. That is a lie. That is not the case. Let him tell the people the truth. This is not right. And the world is listening to your program, and him now is busy lying to say he's supposed to come out 2027. Who said that? Did he kill the person? Did he kill the person? Please, can you just tell the president to arrest the criminals who was gassing innocent Zambians, not to start fighting opposition? What is your problem? You are failing to instruct to ask the president to send the criminals who are gassing innocent Zambians. But even myself, I witness. Me, I know what is happening in prison. Me, I know I've been in prison before. And when you are given 1 year, you're supposed to serve just 9 months, and you should come out. Not what is lying there.
Thank you, Precious. Thank you. Hello? I'm quiet.
Now, first, nine can't tell on beautiful program.
I'm quiet.
Nation the first chocolate of Shakova team. Deck, but now the Teneva deck by Babombo Modimo. In one time, we have to be able to take it at Teneva Bishop or Ulu Bolamble Yala, the idea of the star never the with the error that says for Jim Punduva, Dama politics, but I didn't have him in open office action and can criticize the responsibility. Ngalero to Marcos Lavaric band. I'm not a castle to Marcos Lavaric band. Just because Bayangela Quecharo, abantu abashingalanda tabekanja kwetalo ekyo mwabeeni neshibateragireero abo batali kinjeni ifyo mulekuta mulebyalo lubololu bimbe myo batera nabonsa balembitotera wande tabakamitotera so mule bati badeki kateni bali kibanda imutensto yenu nito ya badeki abeni balekere ni mwali kutamutanga batera no kupima kumikata no mwana test badeki ukata bafana mwira station stand itenu kama politics haya tunturu so that na turebeke bagomba twafata na Zambia not kwa kama politics amni kitabase epo na pera mkwai
muya na chileka na chefwa mulande ukwa buloku michiringanya na mwalanda bwino ko batilekeni badeki babombe nchito yabo imwe muye badeki ko bati babekate echo nalandiro ko bati mwalanda bwino echo nalandiro ko echo ndelandiro ko bati banda babekate nicho bali betire badeki pako bati babete noko bapera wona ni caution ninchipale fo bamwene ngatapale fo bamwene teti babete banda yo elo ngachakwa tapale fo bamwene elo babete banda ninshi tabeshwe fo balechita so pako bati babete bali shiwo ko bati pali umulandu elo kulingana fena ine nefishinka nkwetepo pali umulandu pali so since pali umulandu na babekate banda babatwale ku koti so that tumone tumfo efishinka babanda balikana okulondolola efo basangiro na moto kabalikana so nga ba kukoti bakayalondolola inendefo okumfwa echo ndefo ila babanda babekate inendefo okumfwa moto kaile bayisangire shani ifyo fika mfika mukoti babanda balikana okulanda
imamu lefayo batwali mamu lefayo okumfwa sho ba mulefayo sho bakwetera imamu ali kutuka muchalo mwasi nokulika kwa bataya
iyo mayo moneni mayo Mone ili ashiriandi umfweni mayo ili ashiriandi inshirekana kuti mwalande filifyonse nomba tien apatulera ndapali babanda bushemwe tamulefu okwishwa ife babanda basangiro na moto kaidya tamulefu okwishwa
If for some of us to admire letter which has been circulated for social media, it was a gift.
Kuli banani? Twebe niko ni banani babapere? Ni bani babapere? Muri karate yo ine mkwete. Ni bani babapere?
Imona mulando ko bachimula monefret kapa social media.
Awe inshaimone yo karata. Awe inshaimone karata. So njebe niko muri pa platform pano na bantu bombi bomfweko. Twebe yo karata. Iyale mbwati aba bapere motoke yo ni banani?
Abapere motoka. Chibalanda bande bayimuna mpantita gbese kile.
Mwebalanda ni mwevo. Mwevo na shukira ni mwevo. Njebe niko aba bapere motoka babanda ni banani?
When I shall lumbulation about that, but that is how it's dictated to you.
Mama na mayo.
That's what
Mama na mayo. Mama na mayo.
Na politics omuleka mpaka komuti shati nani kwa chibadiki banda na mwana ndaka logo bati na mkwata influence.
Muma politics. Muma politics. Aho wana chitama politics. Lekani meo fubale chitama politics wa banda. Ushaba banda ngabaye woko yobati. Uyuka teko lipo. Ale yangara no muliro. Aka chimona. Ushetema politics ay. Yeah?
Nena isho watu watatu balandira kwe chalo.
Okay, finish babanda njebeni babande fu balandira kwa abantu. Okay, mwalanda wino mayo. Njebeni mayo. Efyo babanda balandire kwa abantu. Ati babanda balandire efi. Balandira kwa abantu. Landeni efyo balandire kwa abantu.
Mpofine mwalanda bakatolika yonse ama government kukwata bakatolika that's how they are. They talk.
Yo babanda. Yo babanda ndandire njebeni ko pali babanda babande fo balandire kwa abantu. Ati babanda balilandire kwa abantu ifilandeni ko chimo. Hello? Bamayo wandibaya. Vaya bamayo. Vaya bamayo. Na chirafu abanje beko. Ofu babanda balandire kwa abantu. Ofu balandire kwa abantu. Hello? 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 Kafoni kandili mukala pena na kukala pena. Hello? Utotuma phone to kuchitantoa nika notu. Kala pena li mukala pena ka phone. Hello? How di mukala pena ka phone kandi. Kala fulunga. Hello? Hello? Kala fununga na limuka phone. Ka phone kan tuma phone to dia. Tuma phone to achikaya to ya. So kala fununga na sometimes. Kana wakashimi yako. You see, it is actually really very straightforward. Really very straightforward. But babanda bali wasanga na motoka. Ukusanga na motoka ya kuiba na nguchiri chonse cha kuiba. Mulandu it doesn't matter. Erota chimwe bati yo na motoka bali bwesha atefo chava. nga bakusanga na phone yakwiba tekova ati yo mwasanga na phone yakwiba nabwesha tefo chaba ufire walondolola first waisangiresha na phone yabe ne yakwiba waisangiresha na phone yakwiba after walondolola ero nomba winge batawe okeleta kabiye tekova ati yo motoka baliwesha ero na tabayiwesha shabene babanda but he had to be called. And why I'm asking Dek to act swiftly on this matter, it is because this matter is of high public interest. And some people keep talking about it. So if it ends just like this, I mean, it will look like indeed Baalik Banda was just being targeted. It will look like Baalik Banda was just being targeted. And if indeed there is a prima facie case, this case started a long time. It started a long time. So that Dek, surely, whatever investigations, by now they should have completed. Because it also shows them, I mean, the capacity of Dek. As long as Vadek does not, they don't arrest and bring Baalik Banda to court, to others it will look like Banda was being targeted. To others it will look like Banda is guilty. So the only institution that can help in such a situation, it's the court. That's why I'm saying, let him be arrested. Let him be brought to court. Let him be brought to court, because in court, he will be able to explain. He will have that opportunity. That's why I'm saying that. Yo tayari walibutuka tabansangire nefi yakwibawe. Ine tabansangire nefi yakwibawe. Ine ichalengero kwa timbutuke ma politics not ukabwala not kunsanga nefi yakwibawe, ma politics. And ma politics, it's no more. Hello,
Atayari.
yes muni.
Mwishano wa kalamu.
Bueno fe.
Lekeni pena inenebo mwansande tumina ku South Africa. Konde tumina. Ilidia ishidi yaba bishop. To be honest, the Catholic, they are not there to speak for the people. They don't speak for the people. They speak for themselves. That is one thing that we debate to and that. Oh, along Catholic and we have.
That caller, the network has cut. I wanted to engage Mwansa. Hello, Mwansa. I wanted to engage Mwansa, but the network has let us down. Hello? 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 I think I need even in there and the push capacity. I think I need to change the phone. Hello? Let me do this. Hello? 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 Kafon kan kale freezer kale wako shan yuko. You know, I wanted to engage the other caller, Mwansa, the one who's saying ba Catholic tabala ndila kwa wantu. I think I beg to differ in the sense that hello? 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 Oh. Hello? The network. Oh, Lord. Hello? I think my phone is letting me down. Seriously. My phone is letting me down. Yeah. Anyway, I have to restart it again. But I wanted to say that I wanted to respond to that gentleman from South Africa when he says, "Ba Catholic tabalandila kwa wantu." I think I've got a different view. The issue, the Catholic, really, I think the church stands, for the people, and we go beyond just looking at or preaching the word of God. We want to, even be practical and express our love and the love of God to people, in a concrete way. That's why you see the Catholic Church has got a number of hospitals, a number of schools, and other institutions that help people. The Catholic Church in general really try to help people. Unfortunately, there are some individuals that run personal agendas, that ride on the church, to do certain things, which basically they are serving their own interest. So, Baalik Banda, please don't take him to say it is the whole church. No. There are a lot of bishops who truly speak for people, who truly are helping people. Baalik Banda, for me, he has been more political, but this does not reflect on the Catholic Church, so to say. So I don't think I would want to say the Catholic Church does not help people. No, the Catholic Church helps people. But Baalik Banda, on the other hand, is the one that is doing politics. That is how I look at it. I think we should differentiate Baalik Banda and the Catholic Church. Yes, Baalik Banda is part of the church. Baalik Banda is part of the leadership of the church. Unfortunately, it may be difficult there to draw, the difference. But unfortunately, we just have to, like, from my perspective, I just have to draw that distinction. I'm drawing a distinction between an archbishop and the person of Baalik Banda. Come on, we pay. What has happened with this phone, Kansh? Why do I phone? I'm failing to pick this call. Okay. Hello? Hello?
Hello, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
I am right. Yeah, I wanted to comment on the issue of the bishop.
Yes.
You see, we as the Zambians, we have a very poor mentality. We have this notion
or we have this mindset of feeling remorse for people that we're not supposed to feel remorse for, or for issues that don't need remorse. I would say generally, at times there are issues whereby maybe former MPs or politicians have stolen government money, and that money belongs to the people of Zambia. But then when the government starts following those issues, that who has stolen this, who has taken this, you find that people are showing remorse and say, no, why are you throwing a tax? The government is trying to get rid of these people. And it's very shameful because the money that these people steal is for the people of Zambia. It is my money, it is your money, it is our money. This is money that we have brought for together through the tax that we pay, through the minerals that we have. With that being said, let the law work. Let the law take its place. If the bishop is guilty and has been found guilty, no need to feel sorry because he's a bishop and whatnot. No, let's not feel sorry. Let the law take its place. That vehicle for ZRA was bought with your tax and my tax. So let these issues be followed. But people, they always feel sorry. I don't know why. I don't even know why we Zambians behave in such a way. We feel sorry for issues that we're not supposed to feel sorry for. In fact, we are supposed to celebrate and say, you know what, the government is doing a good job. Justice should always prevail, regardless of your status. It's a very bad thing that some people that are rich or have a high status, they go away with crime. People that are poor, they are stealing chickens, small issues, they are locked up in cells, whilst the real criminals are out there. So let us not feel sorry. Let the government work. And if the bishop was in wrong, let him face the law. He knows what is good, he knows what is bad. If he at all he did something, let him face the law. And let us not feel sorry about it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tayari.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, Mr. Tayari.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. Thank you, Mr. Tayari. First, I want to appreciate you for the good work that you are doing. And I also want to tell you that I admire you because you are very courageous and you talk on things the way they are. Your politics is real politics. You don't insult people. Now, you know, Mr. Tayari, as Zambians, we have a tendency that we like supporting things that we don't know. Even the Bible says it's not always who calls Lord, Lord who inherit the kingdom of heaven. So, the issue of Muhali Kibanda, people should know that he's a human being like any other human being. Because with all the bishops that we have in Zambia, how come that Adi Kibanda is the only one who is involved in this issue? Are you getting me?
Yes.
Yes. So people must learn to appreciate when someone is doing a good job. Because I'm telling you for sure, even the UPND people, I hope even senior officials, in some place they are able to communicate with you, to appreciate with what you are doing. Because I've been following you for a long, long time. Because you stand for the truth, and before you come to talk about something, you always have facts about what you talk about. So that is real politics. Now, even people who are accusing you to say, why are you supporting UPND this time? Because you are supporting PF. I think as the Constitution of Zambia, every person has got the right for freedom of association and freedom of expression. So, if you are supporting the UPND now, those are your human rights that you have decided to support the UPND. So I want to encourage you
to continue doing the good job, because most of us, we are learning real politics from you. I want to thank you there, and goodbye.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes,
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Okay. Yes, I also wanted to make a contribution.
Yes, yes.
I just wanted to comment on what the other caller says when he said the Catholics do not speak for the people. For me, the church leaders, Catholic church leaders, just like any other church leaders, they speak for the people. The only thing that I have noticed is when the issue of personal gains kicks in. That's when we see these church leaders become a little bit selfish. So you will find that in the case of Alec Banda, for me, the bishop is fighting his own battles. He's not fighting for the people. So the reason why it's even difficult for the bishop to bend is because the bishop has got a lot to lose if he had to give in just like that. There is a lot the big man is fighting for, and he cannot just let go like that. It's that thing where it doesn't really matter what it takes. He has to fight, you know. So that is where the issue is, and this is the reason why I think we have seen other Catholic bishops quiet. They are not talking because they know that this fight is not for Catholic. It's a fight for the bishop himself, because he knows what he's fighting for. It's got nothing to do with the church.
No,
that's
absolutely.
my take.
I totally agree, my sister. It has got nothing to do with the church. It's about the Archbishop Alec Banda himself.
About himself.
It's about himself.
Yes.
That's why he even took
This
people.
is a personal battle.
That's why he took people like that. He's called to deck. He carries people like that. Disregarding, because that is not Catholic. That is not Catholic. That is not what we are taught. Confrontation. No. That is not a Catholic. You know?
And because of that, my brother, the politicians now also have taken advantage of the situation. They are using the Catholic to fight their battles. That is where the issue is. So there's a difference. The bishop is fighting his personal battles. And the politicians are now have taken advantage of the situation, and they are fighting within the Catholic so that it looks like it's a fight between the Catholic and the government, which is not true. We all know that that is not true. It's just a few individuals taking advantage of the situation.
They have entered
the Catholic, they are very much aware of that. They know exactly what is going on here. We all know what is going on, and if that's what it will not work, my brother. It will not work. A Catholic church is not a small organization. And they cannot be manipulated in that manner. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Yeah, indeed. I mean, the opposition have taken advantage. They have gone in. You know, he was escorted by politicians. He's being defended by politicians. They are busy talking. Hello?
Okay, can you get me now?
Yes, we can get you now.
Okay, very good. Natalia, I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to talk about something that the gentleman before this lady spoke about, and I think you wanted to kind of discuss that a little bit further. And what I would like to say is, I've been following the Pope recently with all that's going on, around the Catholic Church around the world, and the prayers that they're doing and all that kind of stuff. I lived in Dublin for a very, very long time. Actually, we've got a home there, so I go back every so often. And I know a lot about the Catholic Church because my husband is Catholic, so my children are baptized in the Catholic Church and everything. And a lot has happened in the Catholic Church, especially in Ireland, where a lot of priests, a lot of bishops have been jailed for things that they've done in the past. I never, ever saw any group of Catholic people following. Like there was a case for Bishop Casey, for instance. There was one case that I remember very well. The gentleman went to prison, and a lot of Catholic people, actually, a lot of people in Ireland stopped going to church because they stopped trusting the Catholic Church. Another thing that I really want to bring up here is, if we had to go to the Pope and say, this is what's happening in Zambia, what would the Pope probably say to us? I think the things that he would say to us would be that, to the bishop especially, is that the church should not be a political party. The clergy should not act as partisan politicians. The church speaks to the faithful, to its faithful, and not for the nation, right? And also, the church must remain close to the people, especially the poor and the vulnerable, but it must not become an instrument of political power. That is what I have seen with Bishop Alexander, and not only him, a few priests that also would say, oh yeah, ballot, and all this kind of stuff. That language is not acceptable for a clergy. They're not, like I'll always go back again. I follow the Pope very, very closely. Actually, all the popes, I've met some of them too. But what I'm trying to say is that the bishop himself has taken the church as a political party. And yes, that gentleman was right. He does not speak for the people. He speaks to the poor, to the church, right? The church must remain close to the people, especially the poor and the most vulnerable, but it must not become an instrument of political power. But, I know your discussion today wasn't about Bishop Banda, it was about, the UPND party not really coming out as strong as they should, especially now that we're getting closer to the elections. When do they, like the propaganda in Zambia by the PF and its counterparts is huge. If we let them continue to do that, we lose direction. And yes, you're right. Hakainde Hichilema would win the elections, but he needs to be helped by his people. If his people are quiet, especially the MPs, the ministers, a few months ago, maybe I even used to hear Tabo Kawana speaking. I think he was a little bit, outspoken. At least he did bring out some stuff. But right now, it's so quiet. It's actually giving me a headache. But anyway, thank you so much for addressing this issue, and also for keeping us all posted every time. You're so amazing, Dr. Ali. Please do not stop. You're doing an amazing, brilliant job. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. So indeed, anyway, like the last caller has said. Hello. Hello. Good evening.
Evening, Mr. President. My president, in fact, not just our president, but my president.
Thank you.
Mr. Dali. Yeah, truly a member and a patriotic to begin with. Umlandongo Pitapanan Kanina Opop, Chibembechu. Mr. Dali, Abba, not worry about it. I saw that article you posted on your page, I think, yesterday, where the young man was being asked the answers he gave.
Yes, the verbatim.
It's straightforward.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a straightforward case. But, unless someone don't have a mundusha school grade 3. But I think in Yako, I was one of those people who used to defend, like, no, I think he's being taunted and being persecuted. I think after reading that, I think Mr. Man, Kapad or what that I can just say that is champion.
It's true.
Hey, it's a thing of a champion. Not worried about it. You know, is a young man who is a married man. You know, I saw that where you wrote, like, where you answered, you know, Ajababa Madilu. You know, just that thing, you know, nothing, and then myself, what, Kavolala. And then Umbere enjoy, and then Nasari, with the Rishtan Studio, and then what is Bishop Bailers, and then South, and then Avakash, Boom for Shano Kobaya, guys with the scandal, you know, the visa direct mostly could if way. Sometimes they're talking about Trafokuma command deal, but when you look at na you Mawaning, a bunch of taste scandal, Polike, Madam, we use it into a well and we take it back paid. But you know, him not knowing and then by stay involved and then Fiance Fire, I got our Pongosh, or just can't ever Pongosh work out, young guys, you know, Ishina Fedeka. I think if this government was to step in, granted, let's drop this case, I would want that guy's name to be vindicated and that guy's name to be cleared to begin with, because you know, Nabangamwipa data issues. You know, people are against, and then that guy's life, I think it's on the line as we speak. We have banned and whatsoever. That man is crooked. You know, because it takes a lot, but you know how this paper will go for your baby. If we report in a pond to a change and then number tally from guys station of village, and then but credentials here for fiance. Then I say these people are supposed to be jailed. If not, but with the Bible child, and then Tom granted you know, Shana, there's a life involved. Guys who just, you know, it takes a lot, which that's advice I go school. I can't make the name of no, you know,
thank you, my brother.
Catholic, let's not discussion as Mr. Tai. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Is that Mr. Chimpatali?
Yes, please.
Are you online or I'm late?
No, you are. I'm still online.
Can I make my contribution?
Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm calling from Zambia in the Petaoke district of Eastern Province. I'd like to contribute also on the subject under discussion. Basically, focusing on the actions or developments around the Archbishop Dr. Ali Kibanda. I am not a clergy, but I think I do study the Bible, which cautions Christians to abstain from all appearance of evil. It's on our shoulders as believers of various offices to keep away from every appearance of evil. It was within the Archbishop's discretion to thoroughly investigate the matter of that vehicle before accepting it. To speedily get that gift without understanding the motivations for that gift, I think was an incredible lapse on the part of the bishop. I am sure that had he taken a sufficient due diligence, he wouldn't have found himself in this situation. Therefore, Dr. Aliki Banda
Archbishop of Lusaka Diocese, involved himself in this matter as an individual. He must be held accountable as an individual. Unfortunately, by his own actions of calling for a general mobilization of people that social media activists put in place to march onto deck, it was unwarranted, but unfortunately, he dragged the church into his own mercy. The government had no part to play with this. Therefore, people who are calling the government all kinds of names, it's really unfortunate. These comments are coming from land councils like Freddie Membe, who called himself a lawyer, like KBF, who calls himself very intelligent, and many others. That was uncalled for and must be condemned in the strongest terms possible. What we are faced with here is a good example that must demonstrate that no one is above the law or equality before the law. If the deck will not demonstrate that no one is above the law, they'll have failed themselves in this matter. I recall once upon a time, in the reign of Frederick Chiluba, the Post newspaper, then headed by Freddie Membe, ran an article in the newspaper that Chiluba is a thief. Chiluba took the Post to court. As this matter was being prosecuted, a lot more things were revealed. And many people were affected. High-profile people were affected. I'm calling upon the deck and all other investigative wings of this government to take this matter of the motor vehicle involving Dr. Arik Banda as just the tip of the iceberg. Let them go deeper and broaden the investigation. Investigate his assets, investigate his accounts, investigate all manner of transactions. There is more to this than meets the eye. And to have so many things to contribute, I think I'll stop here for now.
Thank you.
Give chance other people to contribution.
Thank you.
But they must take this matter on the agency deserves and quick prosecute it and let someone be cleared or convicted by the law itself. I submit this evening.
Thank you. Indeed, DEC must expedite this case. This is a case of high public interest. It's a case of high public interest. Every day people are coming up with their own stories, defending the Archbishop, making the Archbishop a victim. No, this case is straightforward. Let it go to court. Let people come. And I like this other caller who brought in the young man that was accused to have had bought the vehicle. I like the way he brought in that guy. Hello?
They must expedite this case. This is a case of high public interest. It's a case of high public interest.
Hello?
Every day people...
Hello?
Yes, please.
Their own stories.
I can see you talking. So she's going
we can hear you. Just move away from the other phone.
From the TV.
Yes, we can hear the feedback.
Let me move just a minute. I just want to say one or two things, yeah? One, she gets through so easily. I don't know how you allow her. This girl, Precious. She gets through so easily. I've been trying. I know I talked to you earlier on, but yeah. What I want to say is she has no facts. I've just Googled on the Google to find out about Nia Zulu. He was in prison for 18 months.
Okay.
And then the other imprisonment is 9 months. So I don't know where she's getting her facts from, So that's number one. Then number two, I was a bit alarmed when I saw an article where all the chiefs, like Chief Chitimukulu, Mpezeni, all these big chiefs and Bakazembe, they were saying Yes, come and arrest us. Like when I might pay them, government share free. You know, I realized when I read that, oh my God, the chiefs are against the HH. But it's not the case. It's AI, and it's being used by the opposition just to bring down HH. Mama. Opposition. But I mean, the opposition propaganda, it's true. It's so powerful. By UPND must wake up. Because propaganda, you have opposition. You can imagine where they group the chiefs, they put the chiefs together and say the chiefs have said this. And everybody will believe. I believed when I read that. But it's not true. Mama, it's not true. So really, in a neighbor UPNG, anyway, I've got a history on that I can elaborate, but I don't want to take all the time. I'm UPNG, I live here in UK. I assisted in a way HH to come out of prison because MP email kuri ba MP beskuno na beba nati monen kuzandikire kitka this man has been in prison. And then I received an email from my area MP, that the case has been taken to Commonwealth Secretariat. And that's how, Commonwealth Secretariat went to Zambia and President Hakainde came out of prison. The rest is history. All I'm trying to say is, yes, I've been following you and keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for helping this platform. Precious said it was 12 months. Thank you. You have taken initiative to Google that and give us the right information. Thank you very much.
Yes. Yes.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Tayali.
Yes, sir.
Yes, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
The line is bumping, but hope you can get me loud and clear.
Yes.
Okay, let me make my contribution quick. Mr. Tayali, first of all, I would like to thank you. Mr. Tayali, I won't lie to you. Maybe some years ago, I was very critical of you, the way you used to carry out your politics. But of late, you have become my darling. I tell you, you have taken a very, very, very good direction in your political career. I think calling a spade is something that is good. That is God blessed. Let me use that term. Yeah. Mr. Tayali, I think coming to this issue of Archbishop Dr. Alex Banda. No, I think this issue, Mr. Tayali, I think it has brought division in the Catholic Church. I'm very, very disappointed, especially that I'm a Catholic myself. I'm very disappointed that our Archbishop, he took that route and involved himself in those dubious dealings. I think I cannot refuse because of his relationship with the former president, Dr. Edgar Chagwalungu. I think we could see that their relationship was so strong and it was so favorable. Our bishop favored the former president, and it was clear they shared a very strong relationship. So these accusations that have come, these cases that have come forth now, it is not a surprise that such things have come. I think there's even more to this. It's not only the Fed Island.
I think there is a lot. If Beck can investigate more, I tell you, a lot can be discovered. It might not even just be Dr. Alex Banda alone, but all those crazy people who we saw aligning themselves to the Patriotic Front and the former president, Dr. Edgar Jagalonga. Yeah. I'm so very disappointed in our country, Zambia. The Christian values that we are losing, because we are supporting things that we are seeing correctly and clearly that these are wrong, but just because you belong to a certain denomination or you want to not to support a certain person that you don't like, you want to support the wrong. I don't think that is the right direction. Yes. Mr. Tayari, I think I'll end here. My contribution is Dr. Alik Banda is guilty. Dr. Alik Banda, despite being the Archbishop, Dr. Alik Banda has been involving himself in active politics. Dr. Alik Banda should face the law.
Thank you very much.
That's all, Mr. Tayari. Continue with what you are doing. You are a very, very patriotic Zambian, and I assure you, in the years, 2-3 years to come, you have a very bright future in your political career. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Except I want that bright future now. Yeah, anyway, interesting. But anyway, I think I'll end here for now. I'll end here for now. Basically tonight, what I was talking about is the propaganda. It is more of a message to the UPND and those of us who are supporting President Hakainde Hichilema that we must be wary of the propaganda that is currently being manufactured by the opposition. They have capacitated it, they are supporting it, and they are making sure that it is going far and wide. Now, if a lie is repeated, it becomes the truth. If things are spoken and they are not countered, people will believe. Many of our people are quite gullible. Many of our people are quite gullible. Many of our people don't want to interrogate issues. Many of our people have got basic education, and sometimes they are not able to decipher or to think through things and conclude to say, no, this is not true. It is very difficult. So we need to come in and help the situation. The people in UPND, those supporting President Hakainde Hichilema, we need to make sure that we counter some of these lies. We should not just let things go. Make a comment. Where you see something that is not right, don't just let go. Make a comment. Do a little bit of research, like what some people have done here. Precious said he was jailed for, Munia Zulu was jailed for 12 months. Some people went and Googled, and they have come back to say, no, he was jailed for 18 months, and probably he's supposed to come out next year. We need this. But again, the institutions, because people can say this, but the institutions that are responsible for such things, don't overlook these issues. Don't overlook them. Don't just say, no, this is just propaganda, whatever. No, don't overlook it. Don't overlook. That's why these institutions, we have the people that handle the media, the communication departments. Prison service, we have communication department. Even in the army, we have communication department. So that is your job. That is your job. If you see something on social media, which relates to your institution, your job is to respond. Don't let these things go. As a government, we have different institutions, and most of these issues that come on social media, it is the responsibility of the communication department to come out and correct the situation. I think many government institutions are really, are really lagging behind. They are lagging behind. I don't know, Mwema government officials from different ministries, from different government departments. We have communication departments. What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, for example, the issue of Munia Zulu, the issue of Nakachinda. We have got a communication department who prisons. What are you doing? Why not come out and correct this situation to say, no, this person was jailed on such a day. And according to the judgment or the sentencing, this person is supposed to come out on such a day or around this time. Why do you let this information to go around unchallenged? Tonight I am saying, can we wake up and challenge some of this information that is coming out? Because yes, some of us, I can talk, but I'm not a government official. I don't work for the prison service. I don't work for whatever, But if you come out, even me, you help me, because I'll be able to quote you to say, look, this is what the prison whatever said. This is what whatever institution has said. But when you are quiet, it's difficult. And even sometimes, even when we call you, you don't want to respond. You don't want to talk to some of us. You say, no, we are scared of you. I mean, all I want is information. Give me the information. That's it. I come and help people. So this thing, we are scared of you. We are scared of you. If anything, I'm helping you. I'm helping you stay in that job. Because if the government is destabilized, some of you lose jobs. So why are you saying, no, I'm scared of you, I'm scared of talking to you, when I'm helping the government? I'm helping you to be in your job. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Please, let us counter the falsehood. Let us counter the falsehood. For the politicians, let us make sure that this narrative, our opposition, Valerusa, the narrative that they will run, believe you me, when you are Fred Membe, will get his 3 votes. The next, he will go to social media and say, Hakainde Hichilema has stolen my votes. Another one will go, Hakainde Hichilema has stolen my votes. Another one will go, no, I would have contested, but Hakainde Hichilema stole our party. Let us be able to counter this. Let us be proactive. Let people know. Let us not give chance to these people to come and lie that Hakainde Hichilema destroyed PF. Let us not give chance to these people to come and say Hakainde Hichilema has rigged the election. That's why he has gotten 96%. Let people know. Let the world know that at the moment, the only leader that we have who is flying high, is President Hakainde Hichilema. Such that even when he wins, no one will lie to say, how come? Let people know Hakainde Hichilema is the only candidate that we have. Otherwise, we shouldn't have even have the elections, because he's as good as going unopposed. He's as good as going unopposed. He has no challenger. And not because of him, because the opposition themselves, they have failed. Even the church, some of these church people, they are against. Don't just think, no, it's the church. No, some of the church leaders have got interest. They want political leaders who they are friends to. And they are weighing themselves into politics so that their friends can ascend into power. Hakainde Hichilema is not their friend. They are not eating with Hakainde Hichilema, so they don't want Hakainde Hichilema. So don't be corrupted in thinking to say, no, it's a church. Some of these church leaders have got vested interests. That is my message tonight, and I thank you for your support. I thank you for following me. And I want to say that I think I need more support. And you people don't think to say, no, why you PND, why you PND, why you PND. If anything, I would be happier to get support from the Zambian people than a political party. I'll be happier because that way I'll be more objective. I'll be more objective. So please, those who can help, please help. Those who can help, please help. Don't look at, no, why you PND, why you PND, why you PND. I'll be happier to be supported by ordinary Zambians than a political party. May God bless you. May God bless Zambia. Good night.